Yum.
Hello.
Welcome to New York Nerd Show Blue Apron review.
Mm-hmm.
BitOfRits, AllThatPat, and the one and only Gizmo is downstairs licking his paws, not his chops, because we are getting ready to eat our food.
Yes. Gotta say, this... Okay, so we did the Dukkah-Spiced Steaks and Freekah with Brussels sprouts, figs, and marinated radish. I'm not 100% sure what Freekah is, but we made it. It looked kind of like some kind of maybe a grain or something.
It's a lot like couscous is what it looks like.
But it's like mushier. So that's what like you can see these little things are underneath. So we've never cooked with Freekah before. We've never cooked with dried Turkish figs, which we had to rehydrate, and we've never cooked with watermelon radish, which actually I think is pretty cool because it does look just like little watermelon.
Yeah, we never cooked with radish to begin with. Actually cooked with it, have we?
I feel like no, not radish. I'm thinking beets.
Beets, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we never done radish. So this is what their image looks like, and why don't you show yours, which looks a lot nicer than mine. Yeah,
right there.
And so this one's mine, which I feel like the meat looks like a little bit dog foody for mine. But yours looks nice and cut a little nicer.
I think it just had to do with like the actual
cut to the meat.
Yeah, because like mine, yeah, it's sliced really
we
smooth.
Also eat more well done, so I had to stick mine back in.
Well, when we first took it out based on the recipe, I mean, it was mooing. It was, yeah, so we couldn't really go by their time.
So if you're drinking wine with this, they suggest a bold and spicy wine.
Or if you're drinking apple juice.
Yes, a bold and spicy apple juice.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like this involved, the prep time was quite long. It was both of us actually working on this, and it just like took a while. The steaks they said would be about 10 minutes, which that was for medium rare. It took probably like 25 minutes. They were really big, like medallion pieces.
Oh yeah, they were huge chunks.
And it took forever. I feel like for particularly two of them to cook that were quite thick.
Right.
So, I mean, 35 to 45 minutes for everything. I don't think that was accurate.
No, definitely not. Like you said, both of us were there.
Yeah.
But let's see if the taste is there. What are you starting with?
I'm so curious what the watermelon radish tastes like.
When we had to lemonize it and put salt and pepper.
I don't think that's the word. Interesting.
It is. I'm surprised we didn't have to cook it. You know, it's just crunchy.
I don't really taste much other than like a sourness.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, we're reviewing a Dukkah-Spiced Steaks and Freekah from Blue Apron. So, and welcome to New York Nerd Show.
What would I eat? What did I just eat? Oh, the fig. Wow, the fig is yummy. I love figs, it turns out. We were talking about that. The fig, like, I feel like I didn't know what a fig tasted like, and you're like, you never had a fig Newton? I'm like, oh, that's what those taste like? Fig Newtons? Yeah. I like fig Newtons. We've never cooked with fig.
No, we really haven't.
I like fig. I don't know how to know if it's good or not, or where to buy it, but I feel like we should do more fig meals, like meals with fig mix-in.
Yeah, the fig is good.
Really interesting. I thought that the outside of the fig was like had to be removed, but it was just like edible skin. I didn't realize that either. Yeah,
it just said to slice it, and the recipe itself said to rehydrate it, so it wasn't like it went bad or anything.
No, it was just that these are dried, which I didn't realize either. I thought that's what a fig look like. So I'm learning.
It's really weird. Like,
did you try the steak yet?
I haven't. This whole Freekah mix, for as many ingredients as there are, it's not super tasty. Like, well, I do eat the figs, you know, but
I probably could add more pepper and salt and pepper. It's kind of like a quinoa.
Yeah.
And that's very bland also. It's just like an unflavored grain, you know.
Right. I was more surprised because
I could taste light lemon, very light.
Right. It's more because there's so much added to it. Like making this Freekah was very time consuming.
Well, just the cooking of the Freekah, it said it would take like 25 minutes. It took probably like 30 to 35 minutes. And then because of how little it is, we couldn't use like a normal pasta strainer, and we don't really have like a rice strainer, which is something I do want to get at some point.
Hey, Santa, you hear that? oh, yeah, he did.
Okay, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's not bad. It's just different. And I don't know that I would go out of my way for this meal again.
Yeah, and the Freekah sauce It's very the Dukkah seasoning. I can tell you when I was making it, it's very heavy pepper. Like, like pepper. Like it was like an earthy seasoning.
It's just sour cream with like this, with the Dukkah seasoning.
Yeah.
And it's a little gritty for me. And I kind of feel like it's like
she's straight up taking it off. I don't want to say it's that bad, but it's definitely.
It's a little gritty, and it's kind of like, you know, when you get those packets of like sour cream and onion mix.
Yeah.
And you go to make it, it's like almost like it was just too much of the mix and not enough sour cream in it. And I mean, you only have to use half the packet. And then they even said you can put more of the Dukkah on it, but I'm not, I don't know, not feeling it.
So you guys know, we're reviewing the Blue Apron recipe for the Dukkah seasoned and the Dukkah flavored steaks and Freekah with seasoning.
Freekah, which is like kind of like a quinoa, if you know what that is. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it looked really interesting. I feel like I'm totally making it up, but I feel like it's potentially like maybe like Middle Eastern.
I would imagine so, yeah. Well,
there's a little blurb. This was actually made by chef, Eduardo Jordan. Okay, I didn't know if I was going to say that right.
I don't know that I did, but you know.
He's a Seattle-based chef and restaurant owner whose mission is to nourish the community with Southern-focused dishes and education through culinary history. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like, I mean, serving size,
there's tons of it.
Not of the steak. There's tons of this. I keep wanting to say quinoa because it's not Freekah mixture.
I would still say there's 4 servings of the steak, though.
Yeah, the steaks. I feel like, though, you know, what people say are serving sizes for steaks are not how much people really eat. So this is a serving of steak, and it's not huge, but it's definitely a nicer cut of a steak than we normally get. It's kind of like the medallions, kind of. Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever got a steak in a restaurant years ago. It was like, I'll sell the cheapest one, so I got this like a 6 ounce. And I remember when they brought it out, I'm like,
right, and it's also
the size of a Snickers bar.
It depends too on if it's that before or after they cook.
Exactly.
Some places, usually it's before they cook it.
Right.
I mean, would you eat this again? Or I don't feel like I would make this again.
I wouldn't either. It's an interesting taste.
Yeah, I'm happy we tried it. It's something different. I like
figs 100%. I would use again.
Yeah, somehow. Look up some recipes to use with fig. I mean, we like Brussels sprouts, but it
was just Brussels sprouts. Like in this case, it was like, I don't know. Brussels sprouts have a very strong flavor that I don't feel complements any of this. You know, I mean, the watermelon radish has a unique taste as well. It's crunchy.
Very unique. Yeah, it's almost like they're using it like a garnish almost.
I think it was a little softer, almost like a sliced cooked potatoes. They have that little bit of a firmness, but you bite right through it. I think if this was like that, it'd be more of a winner. But it's very odd eating mushy kind of rice basically, and then having a crunch.
I think that's okay. That for me. I like that texture.
Okay.
Because it's oh dear.
Fell off my pork.
Because I feel like it balances out the mushiness of the Freekah. But yeah, so I would not order this again myself. I think that if you like something like a quinoa, you probably like this meal because it does remind me of like it's okay. I will say it's very fresh. There's like vegetables in it, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want something that's a little lighter, it definitely feels lighter. Obviously, there's a steak there, but the vegetable aspect is definitely a very light and fresh feel. It has a lemon in it. And
this is not bad.
It's not. It's just not.
It's an odd
my
taste.
style of food.
Right. Exactly.
So I mean, again, I'm happy that we like tried some new ingredients that we've never tried, and you know, something a little different. But you know, if you like. Again, I think I'm making an assumption that it's like a Middle Eastern type of dish. If you like Middle Eastern food, I would definitely suggest you try it and see what you think of it. But I know just for us, I enjoy trying new dishes and new meals. I just don't think I would have this a second go around. And I'm not even 100% sure what I would do to improve it. Like, I think the steak is fine, but I don't like this sour cream mixture with the Dukkah seasoning. Like, I would need a completely different seasoning on top.
Right, and I don't hate that. It's just like you said, I think it's done well. I think it's for what you're looking for, it's done well.
But anyway,
yeah.
All right, so out of 5, oh my goodness, 2 out of 5. I think you need a knife for this. I mean, we make it well done, so it's a little bit more tough than like when you get it medium rare or whatever. So yeah, I would agree. Something like a 2 out of 5. I would not do this one again.
I bet you the price of this though, it's probably a good value for the price if you want this.
They're really unusual ingredients.
Right.
I think too. After we learned how to make steak, where we just use a lot of butter, that's the only way I will make a steak now. And I'm not even a huge red meat eater or a steak eater, but when I have a steak, it's got to be like that. Rich and like delicious for me to really be like, oh, I'm gonna continue eating this. Like this is like it's fine, but
yeah, I thought I was like, I won't say a king because people make steaks way better than me, but I thought I had steaks down. And she walked in one day and just cooked them.
You like doing dry rubs,
yeah,
on them, and I mean, I just based off of like my YouTube Academy, and I looked up how to do a steak, and it was like so much butter, so much
you
butter,
fry it in butter. That's it,
and you just keep like spooning the butter over it, and that's how you're cooking it. And we did it with like mushrooms on it and onions is really good. So yeah, when I eat steak, that's mainly the only way I'll typically eat steak anymore. I feel like
so good.
Yeah,
we should do a BitOfRits review of her butter steak.
It's not really called butter steak, but yes,
it should be.
I know. But anyway, I mean, I do feel like I don't mind this watermelon radish. It's very interesting. I feel like that would be pretty interesting to eat in like the summer. And it was pretty easy to like make it and add just a little bit of sugar and lemon. I feel like maybe if it had a little bit more, like all the juice kind of fell to the bottom. Maybe if it was sitting in the juice more, it would be as good as when we did the, what did we make? It was like that relish. And it was so good because it soaked in that juice and the sugar. So I think maybe that is my issue with the watermelon radish. I would skip
the salt and pepper too. I was very thrown off when it says add salt and pepper. Like, what?
Yeah, they say that for everything.
Right.
Which is, you know, neither good nor bad, I suppose.
Because these were also soaked in, you said lemon, but also soaked in sugar.
Yeah, lemon and sugar, yeah.
And I think, yeah. I'd straight up want to eat these as a snack.
Yeah, me too. Just not, I don't.
No salt and sugar, or salt and pepper, come on.
Right. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us. And,
make sure to like, ring the bell. I know. I was trying to do like a check.
Oh, and real quick though, because we have one more night. Let me grab it.
Actually,
right here. I put it in the box. Okay, one more night for this giveaway of this devilish man. This print. It's a WWE official print of Roman Reigns.
The tribal chief.
Our Slam Nation show on Mondays with you and Lord Cash.
Yep.
Are doing a giveaway, so it ends tomorrow on Sunday at 11:59 p.m.
Yeah, we'll take it all the way till there.
You're gonna announce the winner on your show.
Yep.
That's at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And this week we do basically a retro review as part of the show from 7 to 7:30, and then we get ready for the second half, 7:30 to 8, as we preview the upcoming week in professional wrestling. This week's retro show is WWE Armageddon 2003. That was the night when Evolution was made. They walk out of the show with pretty much everything. Again, it's not a spoiler if you've already seen the show. Yeah, but it's good. It was like a real big moment for Randy Orton and the whole group in general. Even Batista was big there. So yeah, check us out 7 p.m. Like I said, Slam Nation, as she said.
And Tuesdays we have our Royal Rumble for Riches, which is also a wrestling thing, or
2K Battlegrounds. Either one. I think this upcoming week we're going to do the Royal Rumble.
You said that last time, and then you switched it last minute.
No, I know. It's like it just depends. Like if there's big updates on Battlegrounds, then we do Battlegrounds.
Or if we realize what time it is and we only have 5 minutes left. And
it's like, oh no, I can't set up a match. Let me just play in front of you guys. No,
but anyway, yeah. And then I think next week we were talking about it a while ago, but I actually have like now 4 giveaways for 1 meal per giveaway for the Blue Apron. So after this contest is done, we're gonna like push that. That's on my to-do list. So anyway, all right. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Adios.